Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the next chapter. So as you can see, we're in chapter 3 now. We just completed chapter 2 and we also completed the season in the last video, and now it tells us about chapters being a series of missions that appear at the beginning of the game, and they introduce us to the game's mechanics. Also, they assist us in the initial stages of our new settlement's construction. Completing the chapters allows us to unlock the next development stage, which determines the maximum limit of buildings you can construct. So in order for us to see this, we can go to the map, we can go to the management section, and here we can see we're allowed 5 buildings because we're currently a hermitage. Now we're not going to do anything with our settlement at the moment, even though we have our reputation at 469. There's nothing we need to do with the management screen because we don't have anything yet. We're still just working through this series. Now, we actually failed a quest, and we'd said we were going to fail that. That was one from yesterday because we didn't have the seeds to be able to do it. So that's fine, it doesn't matter. So chapter 3 is Good Morning My Neighbours. Complete some quests for your neighbours. So we need to do 3 side quests. Now we started to do side quests yesterday. We're going to continue them today. So what we need to do right now, the first thing, is talk to Sambor. Also, if we look at the map, it's going to tell us if we look at the filter, and we turn the filter onto the main. There's 2 quests that we can do in Gustovia. There's also going to be another one in Tukki we can do, and I believe that's about it at the moment. Now, because the end of the season happened, we wasn't actually at home when that happened, but because we was at the end of the season, we've actually started here by this campsite in Borov, so we're near home. But it's actually worked out better for us because we're on the way to our next quest, which is up here. So we need to take this road. We need to head up to here. So we're going to do that right now. So, as before, we've got our wooden spear. We're going to continue with everything that we did in the previous video. You'll note that at the start of a season, when a season moves, you'll get full health and you'll have full food and water. So at the end of the season, no matter where you are, you'll respawn at the nearest campfire and you'll have everything that you need will be replenished. So just bear that in mind as part of the game mechanics. Now also, in yesterday's video, we upgraded our capacity. We now have 65 kilograms of moving capacity, which means we're in a position to carry a lot more stuff. So we can start to find stuff and deal with that as we move around. There's a couple of rabbits there. We could, if we wanted to. Oh, we actually didn't manage to kill that rabbit. Wow, okay. We'll take our wooden spear back, but that rabbit did well. Oh, no, we did get it. Okay, it's there. We did get it. So we're going to grab that because it's food, but also it increases our skills. And we're going to head up this way. So this is the next part of the story mode. This is Unigost's story. So we're going to continue this. And there's a boar up here we need to be careful of. I didn't see it, so I don't know where it is. But we're just going to keep running in this general direction and hope for the best. We're walking as well, because by walking, that means if we need to run to get away, we can. But we seem to have passed that boar. And we're now getting towards the deer. Now, we're not really going to be able to kill the deer at the moment because of what we've got in terms of our weapons. So we're going to ignore everything for now. At the start, with what we've got, it's really going to be about rabbits and birds. Small animals that we can headshot. Actually, Linux there. Well, that was a terrible throw. Let's pretend that never happened. Alright, let's keep going. Clever fox. Cunning fox. Alright. Now we've only got 25% of our wooden spear left, so we need to be careful because the next throw means it's going to disappear. There's a wolf nearby. I don't know where it is, but there's also a cart over here. So we're going to check this cart out. There's some leather we can pick up. There's also a stone knife which we can pick up. That might actually be all that's on this cart. Yes. Okay, this cart doesn't seem to have much on it at all. Interesting. Alright, cool. Another reason again why it's good to stay to the roads. Less things to kill you. That deserved to get away, to be honest. Let's pretend that never happened. Let's just chop down one of these. Alright, grab this. And we can take these logs. Now we can carry these logs quite easily. We don't have a problem anymore. Also these sticks. Nice and easy for us to carry. We're going to craft to make ourselves a wooden spear. So we've still got one. Right, remember now we need to equip it. So we're going to put this into number 3. And this is where we need to be right now. We're going to talk to Sambor. Alright, now again, I'm not going to go through the story. I'll let you do that when you play through yourself. I'm just going to take the top option for everything, just to save time. Oh, there we go. So now I need the wooden shovel, which I already have the wooden shovel because I made one, because I did it to show you how we can do the tree stumps. But now, if we didn't have one, we'd be made to craft. It would make us build one, make one now. But we've got one. And we need to come here and we need to dig up these clay deposits. So we just shovel on them. No different to doing a tree or anything else. Okay, so that's some clay that we've got. We need to dig up 2 deposits. So there's a second one here. And also you'll see a lot of these figurines around. Sambor likes to make these little deer figurines, and they're around here. So you'll kind of see these little deer figurines that you can pick up. You can kind of give them to kids as toys and things like that. But there's lots of them around. In fact, if we come over to this tree here, you're also going to find yourself 2 wine bottles. So those 2 wine bottles you can pick up. Strange deer figurines, you can pick them up if you want. There's loads here. I tend to not bother with them. You can sell them for money, or you can give them to people. But we've done our task, so we're now going to deliver the clay. So now that's done, we're going to continue to listen. Again, you can go through this story. I'm not going to ruin the story for you. But it is a good story, and it's definitely worth reading if you're into that kind of thing. Again, I'm just going to go for the top option every time. Done. So I've got plus 50 reputation. And now I need to deliver a knuckle sandwich to Unigost. So I can see there's nothing else to do up here right now. I need to head back down, and we need to go to here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take this path. Now we can see here, if we take this path, it will take us all the way down, all the way across. So we're going to do that. We're going to stick to the path. I need to see if there are any carts on the way. But it also keeps us out of trouble. So the fox got away. That's fine. Oh, raiders. Okay, so now there are raiders. We haven't seen any raiders yet. This is the first time we've experienced them. And they're going to chase us. So this is something we need to deal with. Because we're in Season 2 now, of course. So they only chase you for so far. We should be okay to get away from them. We don't really have the stuff to be able to deal with them at the moment. So these are raiders. We need to be very much aware of them. And then they'll turn back. There you go. They've turned back now. So something we can do at this stage is we can quick save. He may still come. No, that's as far as he'll go. So you don't get these in Season 1. Because it's Season 2. Really? Alright, thank you. I mean, I'll take the crow, why not? I don't really have anything to deal with these raiders at the moment. I'm not strong enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop this tree down. Okay. We're going to take a couple more logs. And we're going to build quite a few of these. Because we don't have a bow and arrow at the moment. That's not something we have. Now, we could avoid these guys. We could avoid them. But we don't want to do that. So we're going to handcraft some wooden spears. We're going to make as many as we can. So we're actually going to make 7 of them. It's a crazy amount, but we're going to be throwing a lot of them. So again, we've saved the game, so we're okay. Also, this is good for crafting. So this is good. Now, they may be here, they may not. Raiders appear at different paths. Oh, they're normally on the roads. So the roads aren't really safe anymore. But here we go. So now we've got a new level in production because we've done this. Now we're going to quick save. And here they are. So now, here are the raiders. So now we can start to attack them. Wow. Lots of blood there. Alright. He's got a lot of sticks hanging out of him. This guy's got his... This is as far as they'll go. Look, they won't come any further than this. Oh, he will. I broke our spear. Okay, so we can... Right, one down. So we actually get reputation by killing these guys as well. Oh, he nearly killed us actually. We're hurt quite badly because of that. So we're not actually even going to bother with that anymore. We're going to get our wooden spears. We're going to come back here. And we're just going to do this. We're going to play safe. So right now we're going to chop these trees down. Alright, we're going to make some more logs. It's just the safest way right now to be able to kill these guys. Is just to be able to make these spears. So we're just going to keep making these. And we're going to kill them that way. It takes a lot longer, but it's worth doing it this way. You're safer. You're at a safer distance. You can see they back off. They've got their area. They won't come any closer. So we know we're safe. Obviously our health's down quite a bit at the moment. You can have a look and see if you've got any of this planting. You can use that if you've got it. That will help you. We don't actually have anything, so let's put these wooden spears on here. Perfect. Alright, so 4 guys left. Wow, we missed. Wow. So many spears. We're going to keep going. So as long as you take it slow, you'll be absolutely fine here. Again, crafting again, more spears. We probably need about 20 spears at this point. And that's as long as we can hit them. If you can kill the guy, you can get your spears back. Because one of them's like sitting there with like 10 spears in him. And these guys might not be here. But it's good that you get to experience how to deal with them if they are here. We could go and heal up and come back and do this again. But yeah, this is how we're going to deal with this. So wooden spears again. Oh no. That was annoying. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't chase them because they will turn around and hit you. Yeah, the ones that are weapons, probably the ones you want to go for first. But that's all good. We'll just reload and we'll go again. That's why we saved it. But yeah, we'll make a bunch of these and we'll aim for the same guy. See if we can kill him first. Yeah. Alright, so we've got 8 again. Really? Wow. There we go. If you get a headshot, really easy. If you can get a headshot, nice and easy to kill them. Alright, he's dead. I think... Looks like the others might have run... Oh no, he didn't run off, did they? Yeah, it looks like he might be running off though. Oh, here he goes. He's coming back. He wants more. So let him get a bit closer. There we go. Headshots are the way to go for this. Also, we can then loot them. So he's got Beer bottles on him. Coins. We can take all these coins. 55 coins there. Stone axe and a few other things. So, good to be able to do that. Just remember, if we get a bit closer... Making some funky noises there. Let's take that spear back. And then he's only got a stone knife on him, so he didn't really have much. They're not doing very well. Alright, let's keep going. I think the others might have run off. If you kill a couple of them, sometimes they run off. Looks like we got rid of them. So when you kill bandits, you do get some... Oh, no, there they are. Oh. Right, we're going to run away. We're not going to get involved. Oh. Running away down to here, and again, they shouldn't chase us anymore. Oh. Really? Okay. There we go. He's going to keep coming back. We need to kill him, but we haven't got any spears left. So we'll just let him walk off, get a bit further out, and then we'll turn around and grab this spear. Alright, let's see if we can get him. There we go. There we go. Nice. So all these guys now, we've got them. Let's go and just rob all the gear. Oh, I say rob. Oh. He's got an onion on him. We'll take those. This guy, yeah, we've got everything off him. Got that wooden spear. And this time, much better. We definitely dealt with this in a better way than we did last time. But yeah, there's the bandits. Can't loot their clothes, unfortunately. I think there was another one up here somewhere. I don't remember. Yep, there. I don't know where he was. I'm pretty sure there was one more. It doesn't matter. There we go. 4 bandits there. I'm pretty sure there was a 5th one. That's fine. We're going to head off now. So we did everything we need to do there. We killed them. We got their gear. Now we can continue. So here, this is like where the bandit camp area was. So now we can have a look at all of this stuff. We've got some poison, some boots. There's some contraband that was there. Their fire's still going because this is where they was. We got a bit too close to their area. Okay, apples. So you could always back up and avoid them if you wanted to. That is an option. There's nothing around here. Sometimes there's some stuff lying around. It's always worth checking out. A hat with lapels. I think we did that one already. Yeah, so this is a little bandit camp. Always good to check everything out. Make sure you got everything. Once you're happy, we can go on our way. And again, you could always avoid this if you didn't want to fight those. Again, they're not always going to be there. They might be somewhere else. But now you know how to deal with them, and I thought it was good to kind of show you that. The headshot's definitely the way forward with those guys. Alright, following this path. We have to deliver the knuckle sandwich, but remember, we don't just want to go there. We actually want to come... oh, actually, yeah, we do. We want to come here because this is there's three jobs to go. So there's nothing else to do. One up there, a couple down there, but we're just going to come here to do this one. So this is us completing some quests for neighbours, and we can do all of that in that local village. There's 3 quests there, which means we can do them all. Also coming this way, we get to see a few new animals and things. Checking the scenery out. Part of the update they did recently with this game was a graphical overlay. So they've changed a lot of the graphics, the performance and things like that. Makes the game a lot more beautiful now than it used to be. So if you've played this in the past, you might recognize a lot of the things that it does, but also there's a lot of new stuff as well. And that's kind of why I wanted to cover it, because I think it's definitely worth playing. It's a good game. Alright, so we're almost back. We're going to cross this river. Lots and lots of reeds here if you need any reeds. Again, good opportunity to pick some up. You will need lots and lots of straw later, so doesn't hurt to pick some up. You've got a lot of carrying capacity now, so just taking a few moments. Also, this is building up your experience, and then we'll grab some water while we're here as well. Awesome. Again, look, there's so many reeds on both sides here. You could, and on this side as well, so many reeds. And we're going to come along this way. Looking at where we are on the map right now, we're just here. There is another camp up there. Sometimes it spawns, sometimes it doesn't. We're not going to go up there right now. In fact, yeah, let's do it. I can take you up here. So this camp doesn't always spawn, but whilst we're here, let me take you there to see. Because if it spawns, it's a really, really good camp. So the idea is we want to get to this waterfall here. This waterfall. So we follow the creek. Once you get to the creek, just literally follow the creek up. What you're looking for is the waterfall. And it's that there are 3 waterfalls. You can see them there. So the 3 waterfalls that are there on this side, there's the camp. The camp is there. Where the camp is there and the cart's there. So this one, if you get the chance to come here, it's right here by these 3 waterfalls. Right here. And this is where the camp is. This camp is a brilliant, brilliant camp to come to. So right now I can get the noble boots, a small bundle which has got mead in it, and also I can pick up this Malvasia. This is only available if the cart is there. The cart doesn't always spawn, and also this doesn't always spawn. In fact, I've seen YouTube videos that tell you that if this doesn't spawn, you should just restart your game and you should come straight here at the start. I don't like that. You could like restart your game like 10 times to find this not being here. If it's here, great. If it's not, it doesn't matter. There's a bronze axe that we can pick up there though. There's some gold coins in here. So there's a lot of good stuff here. There's also a bucket, but this is the recurve bow. The recurve bow is really what we want. Also, there's some fur, there's some leather. This is probably one of the biggest camps in the game, I would say. Which is why a lot of people recommend coming here at the start to see. Because you get so much stuff. And you can sell all of this for money. But the only reason you would be selling all of this for money at the start is to go and get the capacity. The additional capacity, which we already have. Like, we already did that. So this, the reason I don't worry about this too much. Also, look, we're going to pick up these iron arrows as well. So the reason I don't worry about this camp too much is because it's not always here. And if I started by coming straight here and telling you, hey, come and check this out, and it wasn't here, then yeah, you kind of, you know, you might miss out on that opportunity. So don't worry too much if it's not here. If it's not, you can buy all of the stuff that I just got from the shop. Now, most of it we're going to sell anyway, but what we do want, the thing we really want, is this recurve bow. Now, I'm going to show you where you can buy this from later, but this is what we want, the recurve bow. This is a big change into our gameplay. So we've been relying at the moment on wooden spears, and that's kind of what we've been using up until this point. Now we've got the bow, and also remember we need to have the arrows, but we need to put the arrows into our quiver. If the arrows are not in your quiver, then it doesn't count. So we need to have the arrows in our quiver, and we need to have the bow attached. And now this, exactly the same way as we did before. There we go. And then we can pick this back up again. And we've now got dinner. Sorry, Crow. Alright. So now we've got a bow and arrow. The iron arrows are fantastic. You can buy them in the shop. We'll be able to craft them later. There are a few that were on the floor over here. Oh, there's also an iron knife, which I missed there. So iron knife, the small bundle, the noble boots that were there. Really, the main item that you want to pick up out of all of this is that bottle. So this Malvasia is worth 1,000 coins. 1,000 coins. A type of gift. This bottle is expensive. Wine would be perfect for someone who's not afraid of a hangover. Can be given to a woman during flirting. But it's 1,000 coins. So, yeah, you might want to keep hold of it. You might want to sell it. Totally up to you. But this was the camp I was talking about. It's not always here. If you come up here and it's not here, don't worry. Again, all of these items we can pick up later. And I'll show you how to do that. Obviously, if you're still playing with spears, that's fine. Still play with spears. If you were able to get the recurve bow. The reason I like the recurve bow is because if we have a quick look in here, the recurve bow is an additional 45 damage over a normal bow, and the iron arrows are 55 damage. So that, as a starting item in this game, that's a lot of power. Now we can start to hunt things like the boar and the deer, and we can start to kill those bigger animals a lot easier. And so you just need to be aware of your arrows. Once the arrows go, you need to restock them, and we can't make them at the moment. So you might want to have a few iron arrows and then get some stone arrows. Unless you're going to go to a shop and buy them and stock up. But having something like 10 or 20 arrows isn't a bad thing. It's good to have them. But right now we're just heading back into Gustovia. So from where you start in Gustovia, starting village, again it's just over here. If you go around a path, you're safe. If you cut across here, there are wolves and boars, so just be aware of that. Sometimes, yeah, it is here. I was going to say sometimes you can get some eggs from here. So there can be this little birds. So there's a feather and a couple of eggs. We're going to take these from this bird's nest. It's not always there. I've always seen it there, but I know that sometimes, again, things don't always spawn. I've never had a problem with it personally, but here we are back at the starting village. And again, in a much stronger place right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for the people that have got these side quests. Because we want to get these side quests started. So here's one. So we talk to Sobmir. Can I help you with something? Yes. And now we've got that. So this is the missing bucket challenge. Alright, I'm going to keep going. We're going to talk to Alvin, because it's a new season. So what's new with you? Okay. What does he need? Alvin's story. Okay, so that's another thing we can do. Now, our current quest is going to take us 900 meters this way. So let's just go into our journal. Unigost, we've got to deliver the knuckle sandwich to Unigost. We can do that. Alvin's story needs us to deliver this, which is quite... If we look at this, we need to go all the way over to Denica. We don't want to do that just now. Like, we don't want to go there. So we're not going to continue with Alvin's story just yet. We've got 16 years to do this. It's fine. Bucket for milking cow. We do have a bucket. We were able to acquire one. If not, you can buy one. But we need to deliver this. So we've already got one. So let's go ahead and do that side challenge, because we can do that right now. We just need to go and speak to him. And then that's another side quest finished. Also, there we go. We'll give that to him. Remember, when you talk to him, show me your wares. This is where we could buy a bucket of milk from him. We could drink the milk and give him the bucket back. That's also an option. So, yeah, things that we can do. But that's done now. We've got our next quest, which is the knuckle sandwich. We've also just completed chapter 3. So that's our 3 quests that we've done. So we're now into chapter 4. Let's talk to Unigost. Alright, so again, I'm not going to give you the story. We're just going to skip through this. I'm just going to keep pressing number 1. If I press number 1, it's going to keep doing this all the way through. Alright, so I've got to retrieve his scythe from Ida. So now I need to go up here to see Ida. But there's also one more quest for me to start here. Which is going to be... I think it's in here. Yep, Edwin. Nice to meet you. Talk to Edwin. Alright, give me the list of what he needs. Lots going on here. Lots going on. So, just to keep up. We've now got a side quest of Handyman. This requires us to bring him some sticks. We've already got them, so let's give him the sticks. Done. Another quest with another 50 reputation and another 50 gold coins. That is why it's just really good to do these quests. We've done a lot. We've just done a lot. So already today, new building unlocked, food storage 1. Hi.
Hello.
Wow, 5 years old. You can talk. Bye. Hello. Farewell. Alright, let's look where we are now. So chapter 4 now, into the wilderness. We need to hunt for 3 boar or foxes. We also need to construct a hunting lodge building. And we will get 100 dynasty reputation for doing that. So that's the next thing we need to do. Alright, we're not ready to do that just yet. We can do these story quests though. So to do the story quest, we're going to focus on questing right now. Look at technology. Alright, this is upgraded. Look at skills. Production skill. So 5% more experience from using a workshop. 5% more experience from using a sewing hut. 5% more experience using a workstation. We don't have any of those, so it doesn't matter. So we're just going to grab the first one to open up the next level. So insulate walls, we can do that. Or 5% slower durability for the loss of hammers. Just things that we can do. So we've got these 2 stories, both things we need to do. Let's do this one because it's nearest. So we're going to head over right now to this place here. Which, if I didn't take that last quest, by the way, I could have just, from Edwin, I could have bought the 20 onions and taken them to him to do that other quest that I failed. But that's fine, it's not that far to go. We're actually going to run over the bridge. And we're going to finish off these side quests. So this is just a really good opportunity in this video to do a lot of these side quests. Oh, we're actually dirty, so let's just jump in here and clean ourselves off. Whilst we're here, we're going to have a drink. Perfect. So we're nice and clean. We don't really need to eat at the moment, but it's something to bear in mind for the future. When you're moving around, do you have enough food on you? Do you need to cook some food? Do you need to catch some food? And the meat at the moment it's not the best way to eat, but it's a way to eat for now. So we'll create better ways to eat later. I normally wait until I'm quite low on food and then I just fill myself up. So, but for now, we're all good. So again, you can come into these places. If there's no one around, and there isn't anyone around, you can grab the coins if you want to. There's only 3 coins there. I feel sorry for robbing poor people. But it's just more coins. Nothing in that one. But again, you've got to make sure there's no one around and no one can see you. Because if you do, well, it can cause you a lot of problems. So let's head up here. And we need to speak to Ida. Alright, so I'm here for the scythe. Well, this is where she's going to tell you. It's 450 to buy the scythe. 450 coins. But there's also a game. So if you play the game, you get the scythe for free. So you can either buy it and pay outright, or you can do these riddles. What disappears the second you say its name? Well, that's silence. Alright, feed me and I live, give me a drink and I die, what am I? A fire? Alright. I can fly but I have no wings, I can cry but I have no eyes, wherever I go darkness follows me, what am I? I'm a cloud. Alright, there we go, we've played the game, we've now got the scythe. Remember, if we check here, there's nothing to do quest-wise, so we can just head straight back. You can see where we need to go. We can go and take the bridge if we want to go the quicker route. Or, if you want to, you can just go straight across like I'm going to do now. It's not too deep here, so it's not too bad. Big fish there. I think pike have teeth, right? So we don't want to be eaten by pike. I find it's quicker to go this way. I mean, it's up to you. It really doesn't matter. Also some duck. So now we deliver this. That's going to progress our storyline again, and we can actually see what happens as a result of this. So there's objectives, but there's nothing as a result. So it's just part of the story mode. Some more reeds. We're going to collect some reeds because we can never have enough straw. And this is a really good place to be able to collect them as well, because because you're not near your home. If you collect the ones at the start near your home, you're going to run out eventually. At least being here, you can collect all these. Not a problem. There's so many here, so we're going to do that. I try to collect resources when I'm away from home, if I can help it. Right, so now we've collected enough, we've now got the ability to construct our building, which is the hunting lodge. So we've had to forage enough stuff to be able to build this, to create this building. So if we go to buildings, okay, we go to extraction, we've got the well that we can build a well. We've also got the woodshed, alright, lots of different things there. If we go up to hunting here, this is, again, different things. So this is the hunting lodge. All right, we can build a hunting lodge. Now, in order to be able to build that, if I come into the menu and we look at technology, and we look at our survival, we need 50 points in survival to be able to do the hunting lodge. So develop this technology by hunting animals, setting traps, and fishing. Okay, discover new schemes and learn to construct more advanced buildings. So develop this technology by hunting animals, setting traps, and fishing. So we need to hunt enough animals, set enough traps, and fish to the point where we get 50 points in here and we can open our hunting lodge. So that's what you're going to be doing at the moment. Now we've just done that, so we can now build the hunting lodge. But we're not worried about that at the moment. That was a kind of a byproduct of us doing our quests. So by doing these story mode, we're naturally progressing to the point where we can get those things. So again, I'm just going to skip all of this, and that's it. So now we're on, we've just completed story 2. We're now on story 3, which is our new quest. So story 3 is going to involve us going back and talking to Sambor. But if we look at the time, it is currently 8 o'clock on day 1. We've done quite a lot today, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to head back to our home, which we know is out this way. And we're going to build our hunting lodge. And that's going to take us up to the end of the day. And that's going to be enough for us for today. We've done some side quests that we needed to do. In fact, if we look in the journal, we're currently doing Into the Wilderness. Alwyn's Story, we still need to do Alwyn's Story, which is another one we can do. And we've got Unigos Story as well. So this one is going to require us to go 800 meters in that direction. So we need to go that way. And the other story, this one, is going to require us to go 700 in the opposite direction. So we need to go there and we need to go there. So 2 totally different directions. So what we could do is head up the top here. We can do this. Head over to the left here. We can do this one. Head down here to finish this one off. And we can do a circle around. That way, if you haven't picked up your items, you can pick those up. Still quite a lot of stuff we need to do. Yeah, I was thinking it would tell you where they are, but it doesn't. In fact, I will do that later. I was going to tell you that if you want to know where something is, like where do I buy weapons, where do I get this, where do I get grain, etc., speak to the villagers and ask where something is and they'll tell you. So all of the villagers will guide you to tell you where you can go to get things. So if you ever get stuck, it's part of the dialogue where you can speak to the villagers and they'll help you. But for now, we're just heading back to our home. Again, we shouldn't have any problems on this road. There shouldn't be any bandits here. There should be no bad animals or anything at all here. This is quite a safe area. And finally, we've made it back. So looking at our inventory, we're at 61 out of 65. So we're definitely on the heavier end of things. But that's not a problem. We can deal with this. And now we need to think about building and what we're going to do. So there's many ways to do this. There's no right or wrong answer. We're going to rearm the trap one more time. You've really got to decide what's best for you and how you want to do this. What I would say is that some of the buildings, I'm going to build all of my houses along here, this way. So I've got a line of houses because I don't really need to use them. Which means around this road here, up this road, on the left side, is where I'm going to build some of these features like these hunting lodges and things like this. Sometimes there's a wagon here as well, by the way. Sometimes there's a wagon. It didn't spawn for me. Sometimes it will spawn, sometimes it won't. So we need to go into the building. So Q for building. And we need to go to buildings. And we need to go to hunting. And we need to build a hunting lodge. Alright, so that's what we're going to do at the moment. We're going to build this hunting lodge. So we need to figure out where we're going to put it. And at the moment, as you can see, we can't put it where it's too close to the road. And we can't put it where it's too close to other things. So it needs to go somewhere where we can access it. So we're going to put it just here, near this road. So we can access it on the road. But it's not in the way of anything. So that's where it's going to live. Now we've put it down, we need to get our hammer out. And then we can see it. So we need stones. We know that stones are a thing that we need. Alright, so let's have a look. And it's going to be pretty hard to find stones, actually. Let's go back into first person mode. Oh, there's a couple there. Nice. Alright, so we're going to look around for these stones. Also, we may as well pick up sticks because we know we're going to need those. Loads of stones here. Oh, look at this. Fantastic. This is, again, another reason why I love this area. So many things to find around here, which is really good. Alright, there's more stones. We're getting a little bit encumbered now, so we're going to head over. And we're going to start building. So we can build this at night. We don't need to see what we're doing. It's fine. Now that's done, we need to build our logs. Well, logs, we know we need to chop down trees, so we can do that. So these trees all need to go down anyway, so let's get these down. Alright. Pick up all these logs. Remember, we've also got the, I don't know where it is, the wooden shovel, which we can use to pick up that maple stump. Now we can't carry this. We can't carry the shovel and the torch at the same time. So you can only have one or the other. So we're going to come back here with our hammer. We've got enough logs now, so we can build those. Oh, actually, no, we haven't. We need a couple more, but that's enough for that one. We can. There's a tree right here. Perfect. So remember, if we use the wooden shovel, we'll actually get another stump. And all of this is going into our skills to allow us to level up. So, all good. There we go. Oh, we've just broken our hammer, which means we need a new hammer. So Q, handcrafting hammer, which is a log and some sticks. And this is pretty much the process of what we're going to be doing at the moment. We don't have enough logs, so we're going to have to go and chop down another tree. Then we're going to just back and forth a lot of this to get these buildings up. And again, this is another reason why it's really good to have that additional space. We're pretty much using most of this space up at the moment. Let's just press I, go into our inventory. We've got some apples, so we can go ahead and eat loads of these apples to get rid of them. We've got loads of them. We could sell them, but they're not really worth that much, so we're just going to eat them to get them out of the way. Looking at what else we've got in terms of food. We have some meat, but we're going to need to cook that meat. And also the condition of this meat. This meat is starting to rot. Now, rotting meat is not necessarily a bad thing. Having rot can be good for you. But we have a lot of stuff. We've got some salted fish meat here, so we can eat this. Alright, now our some salted meat as well. We don't need to eat that at the moment. We're actually full. So we're really good at the moment. Temperature's good. Water level's good. Health isn't too bad, although we can eat that to help us a little bit. So we're in a good place right now. But we're still a bit encumbered, so we're going to just get rid of these logs that we've got. Alright. Chuck some more logs down, some sticks. And again, like we did before, we need to build out the sides. Once it's done, there we go, that'll be done. So we can do the same again. And this hunting lodge is something we need to build to continue the quest. So whether you do it at night or in the morning, doesn't matter. You need to get it built. So this, for us, is the focal point right now. We're going to chop down these trees. Now when you chop the trees down, you do get quite a lot of sticks from them, as well as the logs. So you'll notice on the first hit, once it's fallen, the first hit will give us sticks. So there we go, we've got 10 sticks from that one, and we've got 10 sticks from that one. Then we get the logs. These ones give us 2 logs each. There's definitely another... I don't know what happened to it, but there's definitely another... There's another log around there somewhere. I don't know where it went. It doesn't matter. Our survival's gone up again, which is good. Again, we're just making the use. We don't have to sleep. There's no requirement to sleep. It will obviously increase our health. But we don't get tired. There's no tiredness in this game. Maybe there will be in the future. There's not right now. So, I don't mind working through the night. Just getting this built. So we need more logs. We need more sticks. So, yep, just carrying on the journey. You can hit with the axe. You can one-hand axe it if you need to, and have a light. As I said, you don't really need a light if you want one, just to help you see. We're just going to pick up everything that's here. So all of these sticks, all of this stuff, we're going to pick it all up. And you can never have too many. It just depends on how much you can carry before you're too overweight. And for us at the moment, it's not a problem because we've got that backpack. Again, that backpack, really important to have. Alright, let's turn off our flame. Alright, that's most of the outside done, I think. There's probably yet another wall to do here. And then we've got the inside to do. So this is where we need that straw. This is why it's so important to have that straw. All of the roofs, they take so much straw. They also take a lot of logs as well. So there's normally 4 sections to a roof depending on the size of the building, which require 4 logs and 32 straw. Need the sticks on the side. And we need another 2 logs for these 2 sides of the thatched roof. So we have to go back out and get another tree. Alright. And then we've got the side as well. So we need 2 logs. And also, I think we're going to need 1 more stick. We do need 1 more stick, which we'll get anyway, so that's fine. So let's find a door. Just grab this one here. A birch tree gives us 2 logs, so that's fine. It gives us 10 sticks. So that's everything we're going to need. And also, we're starting to chop down this area, which is fine, because we're going to be building here anyway. So it's kind of good that we're clearing this area out of logs and trees. We'll take all the stumps down later. But that's something we're going to be building and continuously working on. So, alright, let's finish off that and that. And that. Alright, so the Hunter's Lodge is now done. So now we have this workbench. Right, now we've got this. If you wasn't able to before, you can craft a bow. So here's where you can get your bow. Now you need to buy the blueprint. We don't have it. So in order to buy the blueprint, we need to press R, and it's going to cost us 100 coins to buy this. So now we bought it, we need linen thread and a log. Like linen thread and a log. So we can also do the same for the longbow if we want to. But we don't have enough survival for this. As saying, we don't have enough survival for the recurve bow either. We need 1,000 survival. But the stone arrows, we can unlock those for 50. And we don't have enough for the wooden bolt. But the bolt is for a crossbow. We don't have that right now. So you can make a bow and an arrow. You might need to buy some linen thread if you don't have any. You should have some from a quest. If you've done the quest, you should have some. So linen thread and a log to make a bow. And then you can make some stone arrows, which require feathers, which you've got anyway. You should have lots of feathers by now. You get them from not only from the trees, but also from the birds that you can kill. Sticks and stones. So now is a really good opportunity to craft 20 stone arrows and a bow. Unless you've got the recurve bow. If you've got the recurve bow, keep that. If you haven't got the recurve bow, make yourself a bow. Go and get some linen thread. You should have some already, but if you don't have any already, go and buy some. Buy it from the villages. and then make sure you've got yourself a bow and arrow, because you want to be in that place where you've got the ability to use a bow and arrow. So that's it. We've done that now. There's a storage chest here, and that's it. And we've also got a drying rack. So a drying rack, we can put the meat on here. If we put the meat on here, it's going to take a little bit of time, but now we're going to have dried meat. So dried meat, alright, we've got dried meat. Let's just head outside quickly. I know it's dark and almost at the end of this video, but I just want to... I don't want to actually craft in here. I'm going to go back to the house. I just want to show you the difference. So coming into our house, right, we're going to light... we can light our fire. So we just lit that stone... lit that campfire. We can now craft. We can make roasted meat. So this is no different to a campfire. We can just use the one in our house. Alright, so now we've got this. If I go into my inventory and I have a look at the difference here, we've got roasted meat and we've got dried meat. Dried meat is +5 food and roasted meat is +6 food. Okay, so you can see the difference. So the idea here is you want to really... but dried meat will last longer. And also you get a better price if you were to sell it. So just be aware of the difference between the roasted meat and the dried meat. Dry it in a hunter's place, or you can roast it. We've also got a lot of other stuff here, but we're not really worried about any of this at the moment. We could, if we wanted to, we could make some more food, so we've got it. And again, we would do that by just coming on here. But now we've got this cauldron, we can start to craft things like soups. So if we look at this, this would require a wooden bowl, cabbages and meat. Alright, and we don't have enough technology points for this, but you can kind of get the idea just by looking at what some of these require. Vegetable soup needs quite a lot, but we don't have enough technology points. Some of them only require 25 though, so a lot of these will unlock quite quickly when we start cooking. So in order to get those technology points, okay, remember you need to come across to the technology, and we need where was it? It was in... It's not in building. It's in farming, I believe. Or was it in... No, it might be... Oh, sorry, no, it was in production. In production, I believe. So we've got 5.8, so... Not enough technology and production. We've got 6 out of 25, so yeah. If we come back into here and look at our technology, we've only got 6 out of the 25 that we need, so this is production technology. Develop this by crafting items and cooking. So we can cook basic items, and we'll start to build this up, and you can see right now we're already at 5.8. So if we were to come along and to craft here, craft more, okay, let's make some roasted meat. We're going to make 12 roasted meat now. Now remember, our production was at 5.8. And this, every time we do this, is going to increase that production. Now it's going to take us a while to get up to 25, but the more we do this, the better it will become. So all we need to do now is hunt for the foxes and the boar. We'll do that tomorrow. We also need to talk to Sambor. So on the way over to talk to Sambor, we can hunt for the boar and the foxes. We've got our bow and arrow now, so we're in a really strong place. We can go to sleep now. We've done everything that we need to do today. And I think that's a good place to end the video as well, so it's not too long. Obviously, we're nearly an hour on today's video, but we've achieved a lot. We've achieved a lot. And if we look here, go back to our technology. Okay, we have a look at our production. We're now on 6.4. So we've gone from 5.8 to 6.4. Not a lot, but definitely an improvement. In terms of skills, we've got some more survival skills. This is the one I wanted to show you, which is the survival sense. So we're just going to quickly enable this. And before we end, I'm going to go outside. It's a bit lighter now. In fact, what's the time? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Now we've got survival sense. If I press Alt, can you see now? This was that skill that it gave us. This shows us all of the stones and sticks. It does use quite a lot of our energy, but it allows us to see things that we can interact with. Logs. It allows us to see where our house is, our stuff. It allows us to look around and see things. So the rabbit trap, we can see has caught another rabbit. We can go ahead and collect that. Alright, now we've got some fur and some meat. And a broken rabbit trap. So we could make a new rabbit trap if we wanted to. We need some more sticks. We don't have enough sticks. So guess what? Press Alt. Look around. There's a stick. Grab that stick. Let's make another rabbit trap. And we're going to place that just down here. Doesn't matter where it goes. It's fine. And we're done. So let's go and get some sleep. We're going to sleep through to the next day. I'm going to end the video there. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks very much for joining me.